Hey YouTube, this is Carmelita with 401 Pound Weight Loss Journey, coming at you with my prep for gumbo for New Year's Day. So what I did was I'd start prepping tonight. I'm going to put all this in the refrigerator and I'll show you what I have. I know most people use chicken breasts, chicken thighs, chicken drum legs and wings. However, I am using what I have in my freezer. So I am using chicken breast. I cut it up, boneless, skinless chicken breast. I have about a good 100 shrimp here, medium and jumbo shrimp, clean in the vein. I have boar's head kebab sausage, 2 types of andouille sausage, apple andouille, and garlic chicken andouille. They're both chicken andouille sausages. 2 purple onions, a whole case of king crab legs, and for my spices, I'm going to be using Sazon, polo chicken, choice, Cajun choice gumbo filet, onion powder, garlic powder, little cayenne pepper, Tony's Saturn's Creole seasoning, little paprika and black pepper, and of course Old Bay seasoning. So these are the spices that will be going in my gumbo, and this is my fixings for my gumbo. So this will all go in the refrigerator. I just took the crab legs out the freezer. I took those out, the shrimp and everything out the freezer the other day and let it thaw out because I know I had to clean in the vein and cut it up. So everything is here for my gumbo. And I'll show you in the morning as I put it in the pot how it's going to turn out. Talk to you later. For my base, for my broth, I'm going to use chicken gizzards and chicken livers. And that's going to give me my, instead of using water, I'm going to do chicken liver, chicken gizzards, and make me a base of my broth out of chicken liver, homemade. I'm not using box because I don't want my gumbo to be salty. I'm also going to be adding Cajun season. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that with all the other spices when I talked about the spices. Also Cajun spice. So yeah, I'm going to make, and I may make a seafood broth as well. I'm going to check my freezer, see if I got any extra shrimp, so I can make a shrimp broth. So I'm just going to take like probably 40, 50 shrimp and make me a shrimp broth on top of a chicken broth with chicken gizzards and chicken livers. And that's going to be my water, my broth for my gumbo instead of using plain water. Because plain water is not going to make it flavorful. Okay, in my pot here, I have chicken gizzards and chicken liver to make my stock. Now, this is going to cook for about a good hour, 2 hours. So this will be my main stock, my broth for my gumbo. I don't have any extra shrimp, so I'm not going to do the shrimp stock. I'll just use the chicken stock, which will work. So, I'm going to get back at you. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button so you can get notified next time I post a video. This is Carmelita, 401 Pound Weight Loss Journey. Okay, so now we're going to check and look at our stock. Okay, you see, so the stock is done for my gumbo. See, this is homemade chicken stock, and it tastes great. I already tasted a little bit of it. It tastes great. So the next thing, I'm gonna set this to the side. We're going to make our roux next, which will take about an hour. And then we're going to make our roux and saute all our vegetables. That's next. And I'll show you while I'm fixing the roux. Okay, YouTube. Now, this part right here, I learned from watching a chef, Chef Charles, I think his name is, on YouTube. He's out of New Orleans, original New Orleans, born and raised native. And he said to keep your chicken from shredding in your gumbo, it's best to bake the chicken first. Well, as you all know, I've already washed and chopped up my chicken, and I put all my meats in the refrigerator. Christmas, New Year's Eve, when I prep. So this is New Year's morning, and I'm getting ready to finish off the gumbo. So I'm going to put this in the oven and let it bake. He said cook it first, and then you put it in the pot. So I'm not seasoning it up at all, because it'll get seasoned when I put it in the pot. So I'm going to put it on the cookie sheets, the baking sheets, and I'm going to bake the chicken. And then I'm going to saute the sausages. He says it's best to cook them first. That way all the fat don't be in your gumbo, and you'll have a healthy gumbo. So remember, guys, I was trying to make a healthy gumbo. So this is how you can do it and make the roux, and it'll still be healthy, because the roux is only going to be a little bit in a huge pot of water. Well, not water, a pot of broth that's going to make my gumbo. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. Okay, so here's the sausage. That's the first pack of sausage. This is the boar's head kielbasa sausage. So I'm going to cook that until it's crisp a little. And then in the oven, as you can see, I have my chicken going. So I'm going to cook that for about 30 minutes. And once it's done, I'll take it out and set it to the side. And eventually it's going to go in the pot. All right, YouTube, now what I'm doing is I'm cooking up the andouille. This is not andouille. I call myself getting andouille sausage, but I did not scratch that earlier in the video. It was andouille sausage. This is the Italian andouille sausage. So that's what I'm cooking here. It's some andouille Italian sausage with mozzarella in it, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's in the sausage, so. And I'm gonna cook that up and also add that. Alrighty, so this is the last pan of sausage that I'm cooking up. Once again, andouille sausage. And I've taken out the chicken. It's cooked. And now I'm going to start on trying to make the roux before I start adding everything to the pot. And that's my broth. And I'm not adding no more broth in there, even though I got all this, because the juice from the shrimp is a water, you know, and the crabs have water in it. So this is going to rise once I put all my foods in there, and I don't want the pot to overflow. And that's at that time is when I'll start adding my spices. Okay, YouTube, here we go. So now we're getting started on my roux. So I will stir this and cook this down for 30 minutes until it becomes dark golden brown. Please pray for my back, y'all. Woo-hoo. Because I've never done this. I normally don't do a roux, but I decided I was following Chef Charles's recipe. I normally use a gumbo filet because I'm in California and we use gumbo filet in ours. But I'm going to do the gumbo filet and try and make a roux. And you're supposed to cook it on medium high for about 30 minutes, and you got to make sure that you stir it constantly so it don't burn. If it burned, then I got to throw it out and start over. Well, guess what? If it burned, I won't be starting over. I'll just be making it California style. Okay, anyway, let's keep watching. Okay, as you can see, my roux is coming along nicely. It's browning, it's darkening up. You just let it, you just keep stirring it. Hey, I feel pretty good about this roux. Hey, 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 my first ever roux. Normally I try and do the easy way, but this year I'm trying to do it the real way, the correct Louisiana way. So I'm going to put this camera down, and I'll just keep bringing you back and letting you see how this is coming along. Okay, YouTube, here's my roux. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Oh, my first time making a roux, and it is looking fabulous. I'm so happy with the outcome thus far. It's not burning. It's perfect. I'm able to see that. So yeah. Now I'll come back. It's almost ready. Almost ready. All right, YouTube, my roux is finished. There it is. Beautiful golden dark brown, like the gentleman said. And he said the best thing is that you saute all your vegetables and stuff up in the roux, and then you add it to the pot, and it's gonna just cook perfectly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add my onions and bell peppers to my roux. Okay, YouTube, what I did was I added my onions and my frozen bell peppers to my roux. No, I didn't have no green fresh bell peppers, but I did have bell peppers in the sliced bell peppers in the freezer. So I took those and I put them in my roux, and I turned the fire up a little bit because I had it on low, and I'm gonna let this cook down, and then I'm going to add it to the pot. Okay, what I did was I added some broth to my bell peppers, onion, and my roux, and now I'm gonna add my spices in there, and then I'm gonna put it in my pot. And I've already started adding my chicken to the pot, and then I'm gonna pull out the shrimp and crabs and put that, because the chicken is already done, so I need all this stuff to marry together. All right, YouTube, so here is my gumbo that's cooking. I got it in the pot now, and it's cooking low on medium. So I'm gonna cook this for a couple of hours. I done added my crabs, my sausage, my chicken, my roux, and look at that roux. Look at how that gumbo turned out. I've never made Louisiana style gumbo. This was all Louisiana style, and when I tell you, there is a difference. This is the best gumbo I have ever cooked in my life, and it's not even completely done. So, with that being said, this is Carmelita, 401-pound weight loss journey. I'm gonna come back when I plate it up so you can get a look of what it's gonna look like. Talk to you later. Your girl done it. I am so proud of my gumbo. This gumbo has turned out to be one of the best gumbos I've ever cooked in my life, and I am so proud of it. Yes, Louisiana style gumbo. This is Carmelita with 401-pound weight loss journey. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed my little cooking video that I did with you all as far as making my gumbo.